Shut it, shut up. Ugh. And I freaking hope you die. I'm serious. Freaking hope you die. Ugh. Hi, it's me, Monokuma. And right now, I'm just sitting here in my room, on this bed, grounded. Yeah, that's right. Grounded. Monokuma is grounded. Without a doubt, 100% grounded. And if you want to know why I'm grounded, well, it's kind of a long story. And it doesn't really have a happy ending either. So, fasten your seatbelts, students. Because I, Monokuma, I'm about to tell you the story of why I'm grounded. So sit back, relax, grab some pizza and some soda, and enjoy this story. So, it all started this morning. I was just playing games on Steam, specifically Amanda the Adventurer. I was very close to getting all the secret tapes. You know, like the red one, the blue one, the orange one, you name it. Anyway, I had to pause the game because that nagging tiger, Sierra, had asked me to go to Quick Trip to get some milk for the house. And she wanted me to get the milk and only get the milk. She really did not want to see me come home with anything else. Not even a candy bar. Or a pack of cigarettes. Anyways, I left the house, I got onto my motorcycle, and headed off to Quick Trip, ranting on and on and on about how I am Monokuma, not some errand bear. And here's what happened once I arrived at Quick Trip. So, once I arrived at Quick Trip, I was just casually searching for the milk. And once I found the milk, I pretty much had no idea what kind to get. Because you know how there's types of milk like 2%, low fat, 1%, skim, whole. So, I decided to just wing it and just get any kind of random milk. After all, to me it's all the same. And plus, the family in this household isn't really strict and all that obsessed with healthy foods and drinks and stuff. Anyway, I just simply did the eeny, miny, mo method and just got a random 2% milk. And as I was leaving the fridge and frozen area, I suddenly spotted those new Little Debbie's ice creams. You know, the individual kinds ranging from Cosmic Brownie, Nutter Butter to Zebra Cakes, you name it. And every last one of them looks so good. Even though Sierra specifically said to get the milk and only get the milk, that's when I decided that I needed a plan. So let me start off by saying that the plan was kind of a mix of a complicated plan to a simple plan. It required steps, craft, and, well, let's just say that I needed to be sneaky and clever. So, first of all, I got out a small notepad and a crayon. Look, I didn't have a pencil or pen, okay? Anyway, the first step was to find an empty box. And not just any empty box. A box that was like a kind of brand name box, you know? The kind of boxes that has the name brand product. Anyway. Also, it had to be a box that could fill up as many individual ice creams as I wanted. And lucky for me, it didn't take that long for me to find the perfect box. But I couldn't just take the box, mainly because Quick Trip was usually crowded with employees. So I had to be very sneaky and quiet. And once I took the box without anybody seeing, the next step was to hide it. And that wasn't too hard. But then this is where the hard part came. So, as I was about to quickly go outside so I could just put the box down, so I could just go back inside and purchase the milk, I was suddenly confronted by a security officer that just happened to come to Quick Trip for some lunch or something. And what do you know? He was on duty. Anyways, I could feel his suspicious eyes on me, so I decided to go quickly, but he was faster. He stopped me, and he questioned me about the box. So I did my best to try and come up with a creative lie. It didn't take me very long, but it wasn't easy at the same time. So what I did eventually come up with was that I just happened to find this box out from behind the store, and I was just about to go and turn it into this Quick Trip. And just as I was about to walk away, he just had to question me further and asked me to show proof. And basically because he got suspicious. So, as I was getting my proof, that was when I had my chance to run for it. So, I quickly grabbed the box, completely forgetting about the milk, and just jumped onto my motorcycle and then sped off. Mainly because the officer seemed pretty occupied and I thought he would notice. But boy, I was dead wrong. He was able to catch up, but I was faster. And, well, I went over the legal speed limit. Way over the speed limit. I was as fast as a cheetah. And I swerved and basically drove like I owned the street and highway. I was basically driving recklessly. It was reckless, I know. But hey, I am Monokuma. After all, I've done some pretty reckless things in my life. Anyway, as I drove and swerved all over the streets and highways, that officer ended up calling for backup. And it ended up turning into a huge wild police chase. But then, something happened. My motorcycle started going out of control. And I had no choice but to abandon ship. I basically just jumped off the motorcycle carrying the box. But unfortunately, things did not turn out so well as I hoped. Because not only did I end up getting caught, but the ice cream and my motorcycle ended up getting destroyed. And once I was caught, I was in a heap of deep trouble. So, once I was caught, my motorcycle ended up getting towed away. and I was brought to the station for questioning. And I know what you might be thinking. You're Monokuma. Why didn't you try to execute the police or something? Well, I could have, but I couldn't. Because 1, I didn't have any weapons on me at the time, and 2, Sierra had all my weapons and equipment locked up. Curse that tiger. Anyway, while the officer left me alone to, think about my crime. Yeah, right. I tried to escape. To be honest, my attempt to escape wasn't too hard. It was actually pretty easy, and not that all complicated. At first. Not until Sierra and the others caught me. Crap. So, Sierra ended up driving me home. And boy, let me tell you, she was so angry and disappointed. Believe me, she was a very angry and disappointed tiger. Just like some angry and disappointed mama bear, if you know what I mean.
Sister, I am so angry and disappointed.
Anyway, Sierra yelled at me for pretty much what felt like hours on end, all the way on the ride home. And if you think all that yelling was harsh, pew, believe me, they had only just begun. Because by the time we got home, Sierra ended up telling not only Bo, but also Big Blue and Mr. King Lion about what happened and about what I did. Oh, and believe me, everyone was furious. And boy, I, Monokuma, was in for the punishment of a lifetime. And that's pretty much why I, Monokuma, am grounded. All because of the ice cream I just had to have. And I'm not just grounded, but they just informed Sierra that I needed to do some community service. For 2 whole years! Can you believe it? 2 whole years of community service? I mean, come on! I am Monokuma! Something like community service is way out of my league. But you know what? It's all pretty much water under the bridge at this point. I don't have my weapons, they're all locked up, and I'm all out of plans for the moment. And honestly, I don't know how to explain this, but you see, I get sent to this room a lot. I get sent to this room so often, I might as well live here full time. Besides, I can't really do anything about my punishment. Community service is about to start next week, so in the meantime, I'll find ways to kill some time. I hate police officers. I hope they die.